You've got the Sony FX30. You've learned the menus, shot in 4K, and even tried S-Log. But your videos still look a little too digital. They're good, but not cinematic. What if I told you the secret isn't buying more gear, but using what's already inside your camera the right way? There are 7 hidden features pros use every day to get that true movie look. These aren't just settings, they're secret tools that turn your FX30 into a real cinema camera. Hey everybody, welcome to Post Street Studios. I help Sony FX30 users unlock their camera's full potential by sharing my experience as a filmmaker and testing real-world shooting scenarios. I also have a playlist that you can go to that'll walk you through the essentials of the Sony FX30. You can find that right here on my channel. Please hit like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment, and be sure to stick around for number 7 in this video. If you're into manual focus, it is going to be a total game changer for you. Now, let's get into it. If your log footage looks noisy or blown out, it's probably because you're using flexible ISO. That mode fights the camera sensor instead of working with it. Switch to Cine EI mode. It locks you into 2 base ISOs, 800 and 2500, which are the cleanest settings your camera has. Here's the trick. Use 800 for bright scenes and use 2500 for darker ones. Control exposure with lights or ND filters, not your ISO. You can also adjust the exposure index to make your screen brighter or darker without affecting your actual recording. That's how real cinema cameras work, and now your Sony FX30 can do the same. Out of the box, the Sony FX30's autofocus is fast, but sometimes it's a little too fast. It jumps from one subject to another, or it kind of flickers, which looks robotic and not cinematic. You can fix this by changing 2 settings. One, the autofocus transition speed. We want to lower that to around 3 or 4 for slower, smoother shifts. And the second is the autofocus subject shift sensitivity. You can lower that down as well. Find out what works for you. This way the camera stays locked on your main subject. Then you can use touch tracking, where you just tap your subject on the screen and you can watch your focus glide like a pro pull. ND filters are one of the most important tools for getting that true cinematic look. They're like sunglasses for your camera, cutting down light without changing the color or your depth of field. If you want smooth, natural motion, using the 180-degree shutter rule, your shutter speed should be around 1/48 or 1/50 of a second. On bright days, that can blow out your image fast. So instead of cranking up your shutter or closing down your aperture, use an ND filter. It keeps your exposure perfect while letting you keep that beautiful soft background blur. Bonus, ND filters can also help reduce flicker from harsh lights or bright reflections. Pro tip, keep a variable ND filter in your kit so you can dial in light levels on the fly. It's one of the easiest ways to make your footage look more cinematic. S-Log looks flat, so it's tough to judge brightness by eye. That's where zebras come in. Set a custom zebra range. Set the low zebra at 81 for your lower end, and then set the +10 range for highlights that are about to clip. Then expose your subject's skin and you'll have a much better idea of how you're exposing and cleaner detail every time. Over time, you may notice on the Sony FX30 that you see tiny bright dots in your footage. Those are stuck pixels. Go to pixel mapping in the setup menu, put on your lens cap, and run the function. The camera will find and fix those bad pixels automatically. Doing this before shoots or after firmware updates keeps your sensor clean and your image perfect. Now I know guys, like sometimes, you're getting ready to shoot and you want to get out there, and what happens, that little pixel mapping reminder pops up on your camera, and sometimes I skip it, but it's important to not skip it as much as you possibly can, unless it's an emergency situation, you really want to grab a shot of something. So when that message comes up, do your pixel mapping. After a shoot, you might end up with your clips named C0001 from all your different cameras, and it just becomes total chaos. So what you can do is go to File Naming and set custom names like A-Cam for your main camera. You can use B-Cam for your second camera, or you can name it after your project. So for instance, Surf Film A. So your clips become Surf Film A001, Surf Film A002, and so on. This small step saves huge headaches later in editing and makes you look like a pro. Trust me when I say, this one saves you a lot of headache. All right, this is the big one. If you're into manual focus and you love shooting and using manual focus, this one's a total game changer. Turn on Focus Map in your display or Focus Assist settings. It shows the colors on your screen so you can tell what's sharp. Blue means it's behind focus, red means it's in front. And then when the normal color fades out, you can see your subject clearly. That means it's in perfect focus. Add Focus Map to your function menu or My Menu settings, or assign it to a custom button so you can turn it off fast. Now you can pull focus by hand and you'll know exactly where it's sharp. No guessing, no missed shots. So these are the 7 secret features that make your Sony FX30 feel like a real cinema camera. Cine EI mode for clean images, smooth autofocus, ND filters to give you perfect light, custom zebras for precise exposure, pixel mapping for a clean sensor, custom file names for better organization. Trust me, you will love this one when you start using it. And Focus Map for those of us who like to switch back and forth from autofocus to manual focus and still have that focus precision. These small changes make a huge difference. Try them out on your next shoot and you'll see that your footage will instantly look more cinematic. Let me know in the comments which one helped you the most. And don't forget to subscribe for more Sony FX30 tips and filmmaking tutorials right here on Post Street Studios. I'll see you in the next video.